So we're right here down in the river. We have been instructed to take some material over from here and to take to another adjacent road so we can fix that road. So we're getting this material now. I'm bringing over the truck so we can load it up. So there's no signal here whatsoever. We have to talk through the radio, and unfortunately we can't be contacted. So, not a very great project. We're right here at a village in an area outside of the main city, and they want us to pour the concrete in a place that is not very accessible. What we're actually doing is we're putting our JCB bucket, because it's pretty fairly small, to take the concrete and travel into the spot where the concrete is so we can pour it, and the guys need to form it. But I'm telling you, this is a really hard spot. So if we knew this before, we would have denied the work. But unfortunately, sometimes these things happen. And once you agree on something, you cannot say no. And it was our mistake for having seen the place that the concrete was going. Fortunately, there's other spots that are much easier to pour, and these ones are gonna break even for our budget, so it's not gonna be any problem overall. So we're right here at our site where we got all of our machinery, and we're cleaning our crawler excavator. This hasn't been cleaned for a really long time, maybe a couple of years. And now we're using Red Fox, which is a really good detergent. We let it soak all the dirt and all the oils, and then we pressure wash it. Hopefully we're gonna get the most of the grime out, and then we need to lubricate it and get it ready for the next job. Well, we got ourselves into a tough situation over here. Our machine, which we brought here a couple days ago, it got stuck in the mud, unfortunately. The operator couldn't do anything, and in the process of him trying to take it out, he took one of the tracks off, which is a bummer, because now we have to lift the machine over, try to find a way to push it out, and then put the track back in. It's not gonna be very easy. I think we're gonna make it. We're bringing over our JCB right now. We're gonna try to pull this out by tomorrow. We need to dig in a little bit of dirt on both of the sides so that the machine can rotate. Then we can use the boomstick to take it out. But yeah, that's a bummer. So that's gonna delay our job for a few more days, but these things can happen when you work in situations like this. So, good morning. We're back into our site where our excavator is stuck. What he's doing right now is preparing some material so he can lay down on the road where the JCB is going to step on, because it needs to be a little bit more stable. And after that, we will try to excavate a little bit around the crawler excavator and see if we can get it to turn around and hopefully take the track out. Right now he took some of the material out, so we got some space to work and rotate the excavator. Me gulisse, sì? Allí. much half the day. We got this track installed on the excavator. We will see how it goes. Probably until the end of the day we will have it on the machine, and so we can take it out and do any necessary adjustments we need to do. So as you can see over here, the operator just made a little bit of space over there for the trucks to turn. He also unloaded a few cubic meters of material over here. This is the material we're going to use as a foundation for our gunite system for the river. And let's go downstairs and see what is wrong with the excavator. We fixed it yesterday. We put the tracks on, but today there was another problem that came up. These things happen, especially when you come to work during the first days of your work. This is what happens. Okay, so here we got plenty of space for turning the cars. This material is really bad for the trucks. This is very easy to be slippery when it's wet, and we can go down here. As you can see, only the JCB and the crawler excavator can come down here. No other vehicle can come down here. We did a little bit of preparation here, and as I was told, the excavator track is taking off. So what they need to replace over here, let's check it out a little bit closer. What they told me is that one of these trucks were cut. So these are the connecting pins for as we call it, the shoe of the excavator. So one of this was broken, and I think once it was broken, it took the other one with it. So this cannot operate if these ones are broken. But the thing is that this material is too dense, and it's really hard for the machine to work properly. But this is nothing. This is nothing important. Just replace these two parts. Take this pin out. Just hit it up a little bit. Hammer it. Take the pins out, and hopefully get it on for work on Monday, so we can replace here the track. We can have the excavator working on Monday, because we have a lot of work to do over here. As you can see, we got to dig all of this material, do our foundation over here, and then come onto this side, which is for later. We have a water being drained from that side through this flexible tube that goes down there. If it rains, it's going to be a really big problem. As we saw, there's no such big problem right now. And this is water that unfortunately comes down from there within the river. We cannot take it out, only use a pump if needed, but I think we can work this way fairly well. The soil is really bad, so the machines and the trucks have really bad time. We also need to make all the rebar boxes to block the river over there, and in order to work inside the river, especially when raining, it's really hard. We have to take it slow, and make sure we read the news and see if it's gonna rain or not. And hopefully, I think from Monday we can have the foundation done with rock material, so we can step on it and start putting all our rebar metal boxes, which we're gonna make blockade for the river so it can get filtered. I'm right now going to check out what the mechanics did to the JCB. They took apart the back wheel of the machine because there was a cracking sound and the wheel was stuck. So my first guess was that it was the reduction gears inside, and guess what? That was the problem. So I'm going to check what is broken. We need to take pictures of the things that are broken, and I need to send those pictures to the parts store so we can have these tomorrow and assemble it. Here we are bringing some rock to our project. We don't have a lot of space and we're working in very tight spaces here. So he just asked me to bring the truck because he's apparently a little bit tired because these spaces are really tight and you have to turn the truck around with 5 or 6 moves. So I'm gonna help him a little bit. So we got a little progress update. Our dam is going well. Unfortunately, the weather is not very good these weeks, so it's gonna take us a little bit longer to have it finished. Probably a couple days more. We would have finished by this week, but it's raining tomorrow and the day after. The weather is already very cloudy, so we're gonna have to wait. Just arrived at the spot where we have our excavator over here, and now our job is to take it down the road outside of this area because as you can see here, we are in the mountains. So I got to get this thing out so we can load it up on the trailer and get it back to our construction site where we're gonna inspect it and see if it needs anything to be changed. So it's gonna go to the next job. So let it warm up a little bit and then we're ready to go down that path. Want to check to see if there's any damage on the tracks before we move on. And as I can see, the tracks are okay, so we can keep on.